struggling, mate. I'm struggling every day. And I just, you know what it is, I've just had enough. I've had enough of everything. I'm struggling every day. I'm struggling, you know, with this shit with John Fury. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But I think, well, I'll just keep my mouth shut. You know, will I fight John? Of course I'll fight John. As John said, he's a fighter, I'm a fighter man. But I'm not going to fight John if there's nothing there. If he wants to have a straightener because I've said something bad about him, that's just silliness, that is. I mean, of course I'd fight him. If I've come into your life, for whatever reason, you've done something wrong. I don't turn up to nice people's doors and go, blah, 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 blah. You've done something or you're involved in something. But if you want to play the game and you want to cut corners in life, and then someone like me comes to, hold your fucking hands up. You know, there's blood everywhere on the terrible it was. It was squirting out everywhere. This was the maddest one here. You ever seen a bit of tuna? When they cut the tuna, the red tuna, and it goes like that, and you can see all, that's how it looks.
So when that gun was pulled out and put in your face, how did you feel? Dom.
Thank you so much. I feel gifted to be here, mate. You think I'm joking? It's great to meet you, mate. It's great. And Chad's absolutely adores you, mate. He always spoke highly of you, you know what I mean? No,
He does
Mr.
you.
Mr. Simmons, he's great.
Yeah. We love Chaz.
Game little fucker, mate. And he's one of your own, he really is. And if someone deserves not to say good luck, but a bit of luck is that boy because he works so hard.
I got to introduce you. You are the star of the show, and I want to get to know all about you, brother. Ex-pro boxer, debt collector, infamous,
never famous, infamous. That's what I say. People say you know,
doorman, ex-doorman, unlicensed fighter, and a father. It's important I put that in there because I know how much your daughter means to you, and I know daughters mean a lot to most fathers, but I know there's something extra special there. So within the introduction, I'm putting in. You're also a father as well as all the other stuff.
Listen, I'm very gifted. I mean, I've had a lot of press lately. Not good press. They say good press is, Nanny press is good press. But I just kind of think people's kind of taking me mentally back a few years. It's like brought the darker side of me up again. Like feel like I've got to protect myself again. Like the paranoia's come up, you know, over a silly comment about nothing. But it went viral, and it's kind of made me think, well, I've got to protect all my family again.
What was the comment?
Just about the John Fury thing. Listen, I was out in Saudi, probably old hat now, out in Saudi, doing my job, get quoted just saying, look, I just thought it was a bit of a circus out there. Don't get me wrong, the best event I've ever been involved in my life. But just a bit of a circus out there, you know what I mean? And I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Mr. Fury's with John and my lads, whatever, because he was a bit of a baby, and I thought he needed his nappy change, you know. I just said it off like, you know, me getting to know. I never meant it like derogatory about the fella, and it made headline news. And I think John's got bigger fish than fry, don't worry about me. But then obviously, like when I'm doing this bare knuckle thing, and I said, listen, there could be an angle there for both of us. He keeps saying he wants to fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's not interested in him. He wants to fight me. There could be a fight there. And it ain't me being. Listen, it's all about money, ain't it? It's all about money. You know, if I was going to fight John Jones, no thanks. I mean, I thought John Jones. John Fury, that's a different thing altogether, ain't it? There's big money there for both of us, obviously, but...
You're similar age, aren't you?
He's older.
Is he?
I look a lot younger. No, I don't know, he's about 58, I think I'm 53. But mate, listen, I just thought, jumped about in front of Mike Tyson, the way he was, I thought it was showed a little bit of disrespect, because I know Mike Tyson 10 years ago, 15 years ago, could never have done that. Could never, oh my God, you know, like you just should go, hello, Mr. Tyson, you want Mr. Tyson, you know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know, pets. And it all got blown out of proportion a little bit, and I got my arse smacked a little bit, had to walk away from a job that I've had for a long time because I upset a few people, and I walked away from the, you know what I mean, I just didn't want anybody else being affected by it. And it's, but listen, you know, it's just put me back out the high profile again. I walked down the street, you're that geezer, you know, and so, you know, of course, you know, will I fight John? Of course I'll fight John. As John said, he's a fighter, I'm a fighter man. But I'm not going to fight John if there's nothing there. If he wants to have a straightener because I've said something bad about him, that's just silliness, that is. I mean, of course I'd fight him. You know, it's just a silly comment. Wasn't meant to offend anybody, but, you know, we're dealing... I don't think John was offended by it all, to be honest with you. He probably don't even know about it.
I'm sure John Fury's heard worse.
Yeah, listen, one thing about all them, like, you know, good luck to them. You know, fucking could do with a bit of their money, mate. You know what I mean?
I reckon Dominic Negus versus John Fury would be a sellout.
I think it'd be the other way around, John Fury. No, but I know it'd be a sellout. I mean,
be brilliant.
We had the BKB, you know what I mean, and that was a sellout. The first time they said we had a sellout because even though I didn't have fight in the end because of what happened to my opponent, wasn't his fault. It was an ill. That he just said you know what I mean, it'd be a sellout. Of course it would. You know what I mean? I think just the fact that people want to come see me get beaten up, it'd be great. You know what I mean? It's like
you and him would probably get like a house on fire.
Do you know what? I mean, I see him. It's just, yeah. I mean, you know, I'd like to think as men, you know, we could sit there and I go, you know, I'm quite lucky. I know Spencer Brown, who looks after, and I'm hoping Spencer knows me well enough that he knows. No, I'm not going. I didn't mean it. It wasn't meant like that. It's just an off-the-cuff remark that got blown out of proportion by a TV, like a paper. That, and then we were talking about BKBs about that. I said, Roland, what was all that about? We were supposed to be talking about BKB. Well, you did say it. I said, yes, I did say it. Never going to say I didn't say it, and I meant it. You know what I mean? It's like a bloody circus. But it's just like, you know, all it done there just taught me a lesson that I can't, you know, as you know, you can't trust a reporter, which is what that's probably one of the first things you all knew, like doing whatever. Don't talk to anyone. But then we sit there thinking, and it was just like me talking here. I know we're filming this, but it was never meant like that. And then also I got my arse smacked for it, and I think, do you know what? So be it. You know what I mean? If the fight can come up, but listen, John's got a bigger fish to fry. You know, I'm just Dominic Negus. You know what I mean? But he's, you know, he's talking about Mike Tyson, this and that. You know what I mean? But imagine us on them one of them misfits fights. You know what I mean? You know, come on, John, I'm an easy touch, mate. You know what I mean? I'm nothing. You know what I mean?
I see what you're doing there, yeah. You're lulling him in.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
What you like physics?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be the hardest day's work you'll ever have, mate.
I was going to say, all John's got to do is do a teeny bit of homework to realise that you ain't going to be a walkover.
Never, mate, never. But I respect everybody. You know, Tyson, Fury. You know, I love it. Tommy, all the lot. I look at, you know, there's supposed to be people supposed to look up to, and that's, and I do look up to them to a degree. You know what I mean? But then also it's like, you know, I ain't no fool. I paid my debts. I paid my price. I paid my dues. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then listen. I'm sorry if the comment offended anybody, but I'm the one that should have the hump because I've had to walk away from a job that I've had for 30 years. Now I've got to go work, scratch and what I'm going to do for work now. But we get round it. You know, it's not a problem. So
I think everything will fall in place nicely.
You know what? It said something. You
Bit
know,
of faith.
You caught me earlier. I feel really since I got let down a week. I've never felt like this, mate. So then, this was probably the first thing I looked forward to do for ages. But I don't look forward to doing anything anymore. It's really weird. It's like, especially since I haven't slept since Saturday, so I'm a bit edgy around certain things. People go, oh, you know, people don't get it unless you've actually fought. Yeah, I've had it before. Listen, I've had it before. Like this a fight for Frank Maloney. I had a couple of fights pulled down the fight. These things happen. But I think what's kind of knocked the shit out of me a little bit was I was so prepared for the worst. Not losing, I mean, but you know, I wasn't going to come out unscathed. You know, I mean, the way I fight ain't like, you know, I'm not a ballet dancing boxer. I'm going to come forward, let my shots go, I'm going to hurt you. So I knew I was going to get tagged with a couple, and, you know, I've also got to look after these good looks, these film star looks. You know, don't get these just anywhere.
They don't come easy.
Nor did my dad by the state of his face, but let's start another. No, but I'm only joking, Dad. But no, so it's like, so also, I just feel like I can feel it. I can feel like the depression creeping in a little bit. So I'm trying. I went to see my brother yesterday. If someone needs to be unhappy, it's my brother. And we'll let talk quickly. Just say he ain't well. He's got stage 4 lung cancer. We don't, you know what I mean? It's like, I need to spend more time with him. He's quite upbeat, and there's me fucking moaning back because I never had a fight. You know what I mean? He's going, you know, I think, fuck's sake. You know, I wish sometimes I could turn things round. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, that if anybody deserves it, it'd be me, not him, because he's done everything right. I've been a white cunt all my life, you know what I mean? I just had to be very good at it, so, you know.
Thing is, when you say that you've been feeling down recently, just because of a fight, it's more layered than that. You obviously decided to take on a bare knuckle fight in your 50s for a specific reason, which is personal to you. So there's the whole build up, there's the whole psychological battle that goes with it. So it's not just, there's more to it than that.
Of course there is.
What do you think it is?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot more on it than just the fight. It was all, you know, as the book says, what about me? This was what about me? Well, my daughter was so upset, she didn't want me doing it. she's worried. And I said, but Bella, listen, I'm your dad. I need to do this. I need to do this for me. Bella's mum used to say, you're a funny fella because you're a good man that's done bad things. And it's such a shame you could go out. I remember we come back from a restaurant once, we see some people I haven't seen for a long time. And we're driving back and she was quiet. I said, what's the matter? She was upset. I said, what are you upset about for now? You know what I mean? They go, we have this lovely, lovely evening talking about this, talking about that, Spain, Tenerife, all the, where my friends were me from. But it always ends in violence. And I said, well, I can't, because that's how it was. And it is such a shame. I look back, is that, that's what I'm saying with this fight, is, I'm afraid to say, I'm never going to be able to leave my daughter a big house, or a big loads of money, probably end up leaving a load of debt. But, you know what I mean? But it's about my legacy now. That say my dad was hard, yeah, but perhaps that's because that's all I've got to offer. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a sad state of affairs, really. And I find it's all about, now, it's about being honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Do I want to do a bare knuckle fight at 53? I'd rather stick pins in my fucking eyes. I mean, but it's something I've got to do. And of course I've been backed in the corner by things before, but this is just something I need to do. And I will win. Don't care what it is, I will win, because that's what I've born to do. And listen, again, if that John, oh my God, of course that set me up for life, wouldn't it? It'd buy my little tent in the pit somewhere. Listen, I'm never going to be a millionaire. If money was my God, I would be a millionaire. I'm the first person at the bar, and I don't drink. I'm not drunk for 5 years, but I do like to drink. I like to drink Hype. That's a very nice drink. Do you like Hype?
Very much so. Yeah, it's my absolute favourite, actually.
Is that your favourite drink? Marshmallow Madness. We'll talk about that later.
Nothing like a subtle bit of promotion.
No, I do it.
Subtle
promotion. But I've got to say, they're the best drinks I've ever had. But it's just like our life ain't turned out the way it was meant. I don't know how you thought yours. Listen, by right, and people say, what's the biggest mistake I've done? Or what would I change? When I got suspended for the Audley Harrison fight, for whatever reasons, done, 2002, and that, and whatever.
Go into more detail about that, because people are watching this, they won't know, that a lot of them won't know the background.
Years ago, it's 23 years ago. I boxed Audley Harrison, he's the Olympic heavyweight champion. I'm supposed I've been brought in as cannon fodder, kind of, like, I was supposed to be a test for him. I'm very durable, everyone knows how durable I am. So he's going we've got this fight, you know what I mean?
And this is the peak of your professional career?
Well, sort of. And he's come up as a new Olympic heavyweight champion, and, I'm just coming up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, And obviously, I have this fight, and there's a little bit more to it. If you read the other book, I call it cheat. Obviously, from 14.5 stone, I get on the scales, I'm 17 stone. And I look fucking awesome, you know what I mean? So my mate goes, take your top off, take your top off, take your top off. I'm going like that, bang. Also got this, look like something, anemic Incredible Hulk. Yeah. But his old bum flaps a little bit, and he's going, they want a piss test. I'll be honest with you, yeah, I'll cheat. My mate said, because listen, if I got in that ring at 14.5 stone fit, he would have blown me away. So I've got a bit of gear, and obviously you could see I was huge, mate, huge. And I started to fight, fourth round comes. He kind of throw right. You watch it fourth round women, throw right, boom. He powers it, go through the ropes. I'm halfway through the ropes, not knocked down or nothing. You can see I'm half crouching down. He takes 2 steps, dun, and he walks back because I'm not. He was all right. He could have done it, and I would back him up to say that. People say I wasn't touching down, and he walks out. It's as hard as he can crack. That's why I know he can nick. It's like a girl. So that's when I kind of got jumped up, spat my gums all right. He kind of laughed at me, made it even worse. Ian John Lewis, a referee, great referee, got in between. So he says, I push up the old flying headbutt, badonk, nut him. That's the only kind of bruise I had at the old fight. When he calmed it all down. I was lucky for myself. I didn't get disqualified, but and it changed the kind of thing of the fight. It made it a lot closer. So I won the next round, and so he won it. I think he won it by 3 rounds, and there was a couple of draws, and I had 1 round. But I just kind of showed that he wasn't as good as what he thought he was. But then again, obviously, I got suspension for the headbutt, and obviously with the Pistons coming back bad, I was on a ban, And I was so militant. And then rather than just eat humble pie and say, do you know what, or just go, do you know what, I'm really sorry. I just said, no, it's fine. And then I lost my licence and then went on the unlicensed and has been on there ever since, really. So.
And you lost your licence because you tested positive for the steroids?
And the headbutt. No, they put on a suspension, basically. And I never went up in front of the ball, which I should have done. My mate said, let's go to Wales or Cardiff. Hold your hands up. Apologise, know where you went wrong. Probably get a year ban, which I would have got a year ban. And they was halfway through the ban anyway. And I just didn't want to do it. I was so militant about everything. And it was such a shame because if I used my head, I could have gone back after a year. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest with you, doing the steroids only fucked things up for me, made me heavier. And my body wasn't used to it. And that's why halfway through the 4th round, I was getting tired. I've done like, I was doing 10 rounds, piss 10 rounds, easy. But you just don't realise carrying like 3 stone of extra weight that's not yours and that put on so quickly. Different like, I'm a big lump now, I'm 19 stone, they're just done, or 19 and a bit stone. And now, I'm fitter now than I was then because this weight's come on gradually and I'll change off. When I got together, within like weeks, and your body's not used to it, And I probably would have done better being a 15, maybe 16 stone. But then you live and you learn, don't you? And I say to people when they talk about steroids, and I have to hold my hands up, I said, this, I understand, you know what I mean? It was, all I'm just saying, if I went in there like 14.5 stone, he would have blown me out in the round. I was just too small for him. But listen, they say, he's a good fighter. You can't knock that man. He's got an Olympic gold medal. Great hand speed, great footwork. If you watch, I think it's about the 2nd round. I said I had a bump on my head before I nutted him, but you see my nose. My friend gave me these sunglasses to wear the next day because they're a bit of a black eye. The sunglasses only come down halfway because in the 2nd, he watched, I think he throws it. He's got a good straight left. Even though I did say earlier, he did punch like a girl. But as he threw this left, he hit me right on the foot. I'm looking at the ceiling straight up like that. Oh, that's nice. This cobweb's up there. And I can't, and my nose, and I put these sunglasses, and they come like that because my nose was so swollen, it only come like that. Couldn't even see them. But listen, it did. That was kind of my, it opened my eyes, but also it made life a little bit difficult because it put me out there a little bit. It made, I always say about, no, I was never ever famous. And people say about Gangland, they were a gangster. Oh my God, they were a gangster. But it just made things I was doing a bit more because then I become more recognisable. People started recognising me. Then we've done some of them documentary things, like the Danny Dyer's Deadliest Dustbin Men thing. You think, why did I do that? But you're just thinking, what was it like today? It's not such closure. Today, I know I will walk away from here drained. Because for me, this is like a counselling thing. It's like, you go away, and because I feel comfortable in your presence as such, we talk, and I don't mind getting as deep as you like. But then with other people, I'll kind of clam up a little bit, and it is just like the Danny Dyer thing was a load of old bollocks, really. You know what I mean? We did this great talk. They had a fellow in the gym, and what it was, Danny wasn't even there. He comes in for a couple of days, but he had a bloke that's filling in for him, and we had this talk one day. He was just sitting there for about an hour talking. This bloke went, that's some fucking heavy shit, that is. Just about life and why you do the things you do. And then when it got filmed, Danny was like, I'm really sorry, it wasn't my choice with the cut, they just cut it. I said, listen, I understand. But I can always remember I did this thing called Underground Britain, and that's when I had me bit of grief in, I'd upset the wrong people when they come and basically iron me out. And they got me come out the hospital. I was out doing this documentary. You can't do what I was doing, not expect to get the comeuppance. I've never had a problem with that.
What were you doing?
Just upsetting everybody. I did what I wanted. If I probably opened my mouth a bit too much, I really didn't give a fuck. No. And that's how it was. I walk in nightclubs, never pay. I become someone I really despised. I become a bit of a bully. I was bullied as a kid, and and then so it's a vicious circle because. If you're telling me, like, when you go to school, you get bullied, you then go and bully someone else. I'm just saying it's the way of the world. You know what I mean? It's like a weakness, like you see the animals in the safari where they're the weakest die, don't they? And that's what happens. You know what I mean? You'll get picked on. You don't like it, you go and pick on someone else, and they go and pick on someone. That's how it is. It's pecking order. If you've got brothers and sisters, you might have got bullied at school, so you go home and bully your little sister and little brother. Blah blah blah. My brother tried to do that, but that didn't happen. Anyway, but it was like, sorry, Fred. But yeah, so I become someone. I remember a friend of mine saying to me, it was before the Audley Harrison fight. He's got me his phone with my close pal. I can't really think about me at the moment, so I've got to drop it out. He goes, because you're really becoming unpredictable. So you're scary, man. I can sit there, you can see you're turning, you know. And I was an handful then. I was from about 26 to about 30 odd. I wasn't a nice person. About 10 years. You know, I split up with the girls with for a long time. Now I was out in the wilderness kind of thing, and all of a sudden it was this, I was going to nightclubs more. You know, when I settled down, I like to be at home on my own. I like my own company. You know, this is about the film. I love my films. You know, I love my, oh my God, I love my music. You know what I mean? I love some mad shit. You know what I mean? People go, oh, it's so depressing, but I can train to the maddest stuff you could, you know. But yeah.
Jimmy Now you like, don't you?
Oh, love Don't Live Here Anymore. Through the windows of my eyes, everyone can see the loneliness, even though there was Rolls Royces or whatever. 1985, and I loved that ever since 1985 come out, because that's me. People go, but it sounds so kind of sad, you know, but that's me. I'm not sad, I mean, but there's, you know, we said it the other day, someone said, you're very much a tortured soul, and I said, yeah, I am. Because I'm trying to understand myself, and I think a lot of it we struggle is trying to understand who we are. I met a fella down for the boxing, Mo. He's like, what a lovely guy, and he was told previously not to interview me because I wasn't a nice person, and I went. He goes, what do you mean? I said, yeah, I wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. My daughter come along, and she changed the whole script. She changed fucking everything. You know what I mean? And you know, and I'm forever grateful. And anybody that meets her, they go, is that your daughter? He goes, how can that be your daughter? One of the nicest things I've ever been told in my life. And when you talk about Bell, it kind of changes the whole atmosphere, you see, is that he said, what a great dad, Joe. Seeing you bring that kid up from nothing. And it's like, yeah, that's the nicest thing I've been told. I'm a good dad, you know, because I was a bit of a penis, you know what I mean, a big penis. You know, I'm an upset, so, you know what I mean? If I sold a ticket for everybody upset, I'd sell Wembley Arena, man, you know?
Well, you'll obviously be able to answer the next question really well. So I'm going to read a testimonial from Ricky Hatton from your latest book, What About Me?
Yeah, mate.
So he says, it is very kind that Dom calls me the people's champion. And then he goes on to say, it makes me very proud. And that when he looks at you, he doesn't see Mr. Nasty. And he's fortunate that he's one of the people that have seen the other side to you. So what's the other side that he hasn't seen of you?
Put it like this, I could walk in a bar, look at people and I'd empty the place. We used to drink, I ain't gonna say it, but we used to drink in a bar in Buckerstill, great little place it was. And I then started drinking, and my biggest problem is that I'm an addict. I want a glass of wine, no, I'll go have the bottle. Want the bottle, I want the box full. But just only I could walk in a bar, you know, I'd have a glass of wine, and then I'll start growling up. You know, I wouldn't go like I look at people now. I'd hear things that weren't even being said. Did he say something? And I had certain people around. They used to love it. They used to like add fire, like fuel to the fire. They said, you know, I'm gonna say we had a friend of mine, tan and teeth we called him. You know, we had a tan in the tooth. Me. I never went out for the girl because the girls I was quite intimidating. You know, even though I wasn't shy, but I was, you know, it'd be like, they'd go, someone might, he'd be with us, he would go and nick a bird, right, with their boyfriends. And my I always called him the tall fella. He'd go, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that when you're with us? And he went, well, I got done with me. Because he said, he'd nick the bird, I'd have to fight. We went, oh, everyone was happy, wasn't they? You know, well, that'd be me. But it got me such a bad reputation. I could walk in certain clubs. We were only talking about it the other day. I had a friend, well, not a friend of mine, a lady on Instagram. Go, you don't remember? I used to work at so-and-so the night. I said, oh yeah. I said, yeah. Was that good or bad? She goes, oh look, put it like this. We knew when you were coming. We get the call. Negus is coming. Here we go. Oh, stand by. But then some of the people that I was lucky, we were only talking about Darcy Delaney, Gary Delaney, and there's Mark Delaney. Darcy, biggest one out, but Gary, good fighter. I boxed Gary. He beat me in the pros. Great fighter he was, you know what I mean? And then Mark Delaney. I always remember sparring with Mark at the Lennox Lewis College. good fighter, a middleweight, super middleweight. But I was all right, but like that, I completely wasted my career. Anyway, so I remember sparring Mark, and I'll give him an hard time the first time I swore him, because then he's in the change room. I went to him, yeah, when you see your brother, tell him that's what he's fucking gonna get. Because I was meant to fight Gary, and poor Mark goes, I ain't even spoke to my brother, leave me like this. I feel so bad. He's just mad how your head goes. He's like, you know, I haven't seen Gary. I think Gary's on holiday at the moment. But it's funny how we become friends, you know what I mean? It's like most of the people I've ever battled, except for Orderly, we're friends, you know what I mean? It's quite funny. Boxing's a funny old game, you know what I mean? It really is. I mean, you're going in to hurt people, and then after the fight, it's my brother's mum could never get it. She's going, I don't get it. 1 minute you're trying to kill each other, and then the next minute you're like, you want to have a beer with him or something like that. Just
once it's settled, it's
manner. Was it?
As a gentleman, it's settled, isn't it?
Manner and manner, and it's man on man, and it's like, you know, yeah. Except for all Harrison, that was the only. I mean, I'd love to bet. You never know about me do it. I must said to someone else about having a sit down with him, because I never actually really spoke to him since. But I mean, it was a bit of bad blood there after the fight, obviously, you know, with Orderly. But
was the bad blood because he took a shot when you was on your knee?
Nah, listen, if I'll be honest with you, I went to see him up. The fight's done, it's over, forget about it. Unless you want to go again. But then I went to see him with my dad. My dad was in his wheelchair, and we went and knocked at his door, and Phil Torrance, his trainer, he said, he don't want to talk to you. And I said, my dad's here. He said, no, I'm really sorry. And my dad, he's the heavyweight champion, he wants to see that, don't you? I said, I brought my dad to meet me, and sorry, Dom. And I went fucking mad. You know what I mean? And to him, it don't mean nothing. Does it? I mean nothing.
But what was his beef with you then?
Because I made him look like fucking, he weren't that good. You know, I took the shine off him, didn't he? He was expected to do this big demolition job, and old little Dominic Negus, and I've blown up cruiserweight. I punched like a fucking bitch. But I didn't actually. It's a little bit soft for a couple of days. I mean, loads was.
I wouldn't fancy a shot off him.
It's a shame, I mean, there's a couple of things, I mean, don't really talk about. I've spoken about it a couple of times now. I boxed a fella called Chris Henry for the Southern Area title. Knock him out in the last round, put him in a coma. I went to the hospital, went to see him, but I just didn't have the bollocks to go in and see him. And I've never spoke to him to this day. And that's one of the things I'd love to do. Sit down and go, Chris, I'm so sorry, mate. You have all this stuff about, obviously, Michael Watson, Spencer Oliver, there's other fighters. But because they weren't like highlight fighters, no one hears about it. Oh, what about Michael? No, don't. Of course, Michael Watson. I'm not saying that, but forget about the other boys. There's like Rod Douglas. I remember Earl Graham beat Rod Douglas. He had the same thing. But poor old Chris, you know what I mean? He's like, I think he's a cab driver now, but he's in hospital for months. And I feel bad because I never had the arsehole. I got the arsehole to go and do mad things, but worked that one out. Didn't have the arsehole to go and see him in hospital in the bed. But I just thought, because I was still fighting, because I still wanted to fight. I had to fight now because I didn't want people thinking that Chris lost to a dickhead, you know what I mean? So I had more to aim for him, but, you know, it was a shame, really.
Do you remember how you felt when you put him in a coma?
Yeah, I felt terrible. Oh, my God. I remember going home and I remember pulling out. We were just leaving. It was the first fight of the night. First fight live on Eurosport. And it was a big bill. And because that was when they realised that they had to bring 2 ambulances in, not one. Because when the ambulance went, there wasn't enough ambulance to cover the show. So the whole show got scrapped. Whole show, thousands of pounds, thousands. So I remember Frank coming in, Frank Malone going, we had to scrap the whole show. Because they had to take Chris to, I said, well, I don't care as long as Chris to wire. But I remember getting out and, you know, I mean, I got out of that fight. First time I felt like I'd been run over by a lorry. My legs had gone out. I remember waking up the next morning, quite having a belt there, but you realise you've done a bit of damage to someone there. They got family as well. But I can remember walking across the road from here to your neighbour's house. Oh, I was in pain. My legs hurt. It's the first time ever I've done a 10-rounder. And I had 2 big black eyes. And it was about one of the fights. It was one of the fights of the year, in fact. But it don't make you feel any better knowing that what you've done to someone. It don't matter how tough you are. You know, I mean, we sit there going, yeah, it's do or die. You know, of course I know it goes both ways, but you still don't want to hurt no one, not like that. You know what I mean? It's not different if they fucked about your family. You wouldn't care, would you, go to prison for that, but not boxing. You know, that's why I always loved the sport. I always loved the sport. I was boxing, could fight, and I weren't going to get nicked for it. You know, that's why I loved it. You know, where I was getting a bit too handy outside, you know, I had to concentrate at the bottom inside.
I was going to say, like, in which order did it come? street fighting, boxing, working the doors, or doing the debt collecting? What was the order?
Bit of an herb at school, not bad. Left school, doing the door. So I did the door first. Then started training.
So you left school and shortly after you was on the door?
Yeah, I was doing doors at 18, 19. Just before my 19th birthday, I was doing the doors. Worked with a company, Kevin Camp, John Camp, called Top Guard. Great times. Some good boys here, John Nova, Gary Beasley, Rafter Staff, Pete, Simon Andrews, Matty Cooper, Jim Hutton. We had these people that you see them now, they're still pals now. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, you remember certain people. We had such a good Marius, Mick the Greek. You know, these were people who could rock and roll, and things were different back then. You can't bend the law, but you had to hold the club with an iron fist sometimes. So if they knew they were going to come to your club and you're going to have a bunch of fucking dolly mixers and they're just going to, so you've got to have a strong door. I always used to get put upstairs because I was tall. I was about 6'1", 6'2", curly hair and glasses, quite skinny then. And I'd go upstairs and I'm like 19, 18, 19, and everyone take the piss out of me. That skinny geezer up with glasses. Until the fighting started. And they're going, well, that fucking geezer can look like himself, can't he? And then it all kind of changed. But, you always used to have always the proper boys on the door, showing you've got a strong team.
Did you take your glasses off before you went steaming in?
I didn't care, mate. I remember we were up the Astoria one night, and they had all that steaming going, to steam all the bars. So my mate was downstairs on his own, my mate Johnny, and he's stuck on the door by himself because it got the steam in the bars and I don't know, whatever it is. So everyone got run upstairs. And next week we had 20, they just come running. Geezer's trying to go out the door. John's going, mate, you can't leave it. I'm just wait a minute. And he wouldn't next week. John's famous thing, he'd dip there like, go, pardon? And then, because he's just wearing that hook up, man, he's big left hook. And I loved that. We called it the pub punch. He goes, smack, mate, like, pardon? And he pings straight away. And And then from then, he's not this geezer. It's just like someone, he's hit the geezer. Lovely left hook, old Johnny Fast hands. But he's hit this geezer, just kind of slow-mo hit the ball. And when they slide down the wall like film, like that, man. Next one, they just steamed into him, mate, at 5, 6, all kicking and shouting. I'm there on my own. I had the rugby top on, and I just steamed into him, and he will tell the story. He said all of a sudden it just got lighter. He don't realise I'm there. I'm just running there, just steaming in like I was a kid, didn't really know what pulling them off. And next week, just see got lighter and lighter and lighter. And then you see Dom standing there, everyone's on the floor. But then they've got hit on there with a torch. And we had a fella called Archie. He used to be a bus driver by day, but he used to work with like good. He used to really have this really mad, deep voice. And he went, I've gone, he's hit me trying to put my glasses. And Archie, it's me. And it's Dom went, oh, sorry, man, didn't recognise you, you know what I mean? And next thing I know, everyone's come back now after the evening. They've got it's all been sorted out. And I'm going, fucking hell, And I was just a new kid on the block then. I remember Archie put my glass all broken because he after me glass. All like that. Thanks, Archie, you know what I mean? But one of the best things ever. So I used to work in the Northern Rock at Liverpool Street, just doing the security there. A bit of a pleb, I did the pills and things like that. But it was a job, I was just trying to get involved with everything. And then I'll get this phone call, and it's my mate Terry. Terry, he was a top boy then, he's on tour with people, and he goes, used to book in the work on the money. He goes, Dom, we just got to say thanks so much, mate, what you did. He said, we remember that. And I was like this kid also, I'm getting my first kind of stripes, because that's what you want. I mean, it is, we said this earlier, what do we all want? And we all just want to be loved, don't we? And it's like some of my friends now, I mean, even Terry lives out in Australia, and he doesn't realise how much he saved my life so many times just by being on the end of the phone. I'd say this, I'm very unstable, mate, very unstable. Not what people look like now, it's like, talk about life and things like that. I mean, so my daughter, she keeps saying she made me such a better person. But then when I have them dark moods, I think, I wonder what is on the other side. I wonder what people go, you can't talk like that. I said, I can, I'm talking like it now. But I do, just lately, I said before, I don't look for, I was looking forward to meet you. But other than that, there ain't a lot I look forward to. Couldn't do last time. Like, we're going to go away. So we're going away next week. I went, really wouldn't bother me.
When you say you're curious to know what's on the other side, are you talking about suicide?
Yeah, not No, I've got to be careful what I say because you skip it. Oh, you got to watch him, No, but sometimes you're just fed up with life. You don't kill yourself, but you think, I wonder what is on the other side.
Also, mate, let me just interject. If you are feeling like that and you are feeling low, because you are a human being after all, despite how big and handsome you are a man with raw emotions, to actually put your hands up and say, right, at this moment in time, I'm struggling. It takes balls to say that, and it also will encourage other people to say it, and it'll also get the attention of people that are around you that think you're solid.
Do you know what is the last couple of weeks, the build up to the fight, and then now is probably the lowest I've felt in a long time. And I don't need no one. That's what I said to Dominic. I've got my daughter. I don't even, and also I can turn just like that. You know, I don't need no one else. Fuck everyone else. I've been on my own. I do it my fucking own. And he said, but it's how quick I can just, and I mean it.
Is that though?
Yeah, but of course it is, because I've got to defend myself. But I'm me on my own. And if that's how it's going to be, then I'll deal with it on my own. Because that's all I fucking know. The last 7 years, being on my own, it's just been me and Bella. Like, obviously, Bella lives at home, but it's just all I do worry about her. You know what I mean? You can have other people come in your life, but they won't understand you. They don't understand, because they've got their own stuff going on. And then I'm not going to tell them everything, because then when you tell them everything, then you feel vulnerable. And then when you have an argument, they throw it back at you. And then you think, oh, I should have never said nothing there. And that's how I feel about certain things at the moment. I'll deal with it on my own. But the last few weeks, I've struggled so much. You know, I was at Futurventura training every day, waking up, anxiety, thinking about this fight. Because that's how important, how hard it's going to be. Not sleeping properly, having nightmares, you know what I mean? And then people go, why are you doing this? Because I have to do it. I have to do it. May the 4th is coming. I'll do it May the 4th. Even though I've got myself in good nick, you won't May the 4th. I'll be in the best condition you'll ever fucking see. I'll fight in March to get myself prepared for May. But it's like, that's how I feel at the moment. I will deal with everything, you know what I mean? Because that's what I have to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep phoning. I've got some, I've got friends. I've got a couple, my mate Mickey, mate Lee, they see me quite a bit. And they go mad. And I feel like I want to speak to them. Like, Mickey helped me out anyway. He helps me out. He fucking helps me out all the time. I've got my mate Andy. I've got my mate B. I've got my mate Henry. I don't want to keep phoning them up and going, what's the matter? Because I keep feeling so weak around them. I'm Dominic Negus. I'm a fucking weapon, mate. I'll go to war, mate. you know what I mean? Like, this is what I do. But then when you see me like this, it scares people. Because they're going, oh, no. I had it once before. I had a pal of mine who I said, I'll help you. Yeah, I said, I'll phone him up once. And I went, I need to talk to you about something. Yeah. Let me call you back in 10 minutes. Still waiting for that call now. But when they ring me saying, and they want something, I'd be the best one. Do you know so-and-so? I said, yeah. When the book came out, I had a friend of mine. The book's doing really well. I could do more. Now, you've got to remember, this is my book. So it all goes, we do, I'll thingy the book. So I know who buys it. If you buy it off of my thingy, like, the website, dominic-negus.co.uk, 1999. Buy the other one for £5. You have the book as well called In the Light. You buy it, 25 quid. 2 books, 25 quid. So I know who's bought it. So my mate's rang me up. The first thing he's going, do you know so-and-so? I went, yeah, I do, mate. He goes, what's he like? I said, he's a bit of an handful, mate. And I went, why? He goes, I've got a bit of... He goes, do you know him? I said, yeah, I do, mate. I've seen him more, actually. He's going, I've got a bit of... I said, how many books you bought? He goes, no. And I said, you're fucked, mate. You are, mate. He said, we'll tell you a piece. Tell her I put the phone down. Anyway, because I know he hasn't bought the book. Because I've sent him I can see he's bought the book, comes through, you buy it on a web page or whatever. Then I see next day the two names, his name's come up, bought 2 copies. So his phone mate goes, you know that fella? I said, yeah, I see him today. He goes, what did he say? I said, no, I don't even know you, mate. Don't worry about it. I said, fine, thank you for buying 2 books, so. Because I said, I'm not going to help these people that want me up. They ain't bought a fucking book.
We'll put 2 things on public record now then. First and foremost, I'm going to put your book up on the camera again.
Yeah.
I bought that book.
He did. And he paid for it.
I said, Dom, where can I get your book so that I could buy it? Because I feel like that's my duty to support.
Appreciate
So, and also, second thing we're going to put on public record, I want to make a deal with you.
Okay.
If you're feeling shit for whatever reason, from here to the build-up of the fight, and your group of mates, for whatever reason, they're busy at work, they can't answer the phone. I want you to make a deal, and it's on camera. Call me, and I will pick that phone up.
I appreciate that.
I promise you, brother.
I know, mate.
Deal?
I know, I get it.
Deal?
And I get it. Yeah, thank you.
Deal.
But it's the first. Oh, it's the first. That's what I said. It feels like coming to a counselling session here being today, because people don't get me. People don't give a fuck, do they? If they're being honest with me, they look at this geezer. He's a, you know. Listen, I've upset enough people. People don't care. Listen, we all do things in our lives we regret. If I've come into your life for whatever reason, you've done something wrong. I don't turn up to nice people's doors and go blah, 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 blah. You've done something, or you're involved in something. Like myself, I don't do it now, but like myself, I've had my arse smacked and I've held my hands up. We've all got, it's called karma. It's called karma. But if you want to play the game and you want to cut corners in life, and then someone like me comes to you, hold your fucking hands up. Believe it, I'm a fair guy. And there's times I've turned up to people's houses and they're right. And I'm the first, no, that ain't no good. You know what I mean? I've had to come in because that's what I was getting paid to do. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of half the things I've done. But most people, I can honestly sit there, that have been around and go, do you know what? Yeah, we sorted that out and it was great.
So we're now moving into the debt collection territory, which is good. So was that the natural progression from working the doors?
Yeah,
then
yeah.
collecting
People go, can you come with me? I've got to go see someone, or do you know something can do this? Or then I kind of went up the ladder a little bit and was working with some good people, and they were good people to the fact that, you know, they were legitimate debts. They were. I mean, but I said before, it wasn't like you see in a film. Yeah, take Big John and Frankie Fingers round there, we're going to break his legs. He ain't like that. He'd be, look, the dog, I made you go. 9 times they'd go, that's my fucking mate. And why don't you ring him? So we'd do the ring up, he'd get them talking, and that'd be it. We'd walk away from that. You know, sorted. They did all that stuff, breaking people's legs. Break people's legs. You know, it's all a load of old shit. You break people's legs, we're going, can't go to work now, can he? It's all rubbish. It's all rubbish, that. You know what I mean? It was like, I think we were really fair, to be honest with them. The things the debts I was doing, I can't remember any of my debts anyway. So.
Did you have to get violent at times?
No, not really. I couldn't really tell, you know. You rag a couple of people, grab them, and especially when they start, do you know what you can't stand, though? Is when you get liars. I mean, I don't know if you've ever done it, like, you go to debt and you got papers, all legit, we left the paper, I said, give us the paperwork. Was it cars and stuff and things? He's had a car with someone or whatever. You know, and the best one was, I remember I went round some geezer's house and he's going, his little boy come to the door. And I went, no, son, all right. He goes, don't take my son. I got so upset. That's my old girl. I said, don't take your son. I think I'm a fucking animal. And then my mate looked calm down. I said, calm down. I said, no. And he's going, I said, that's my best mate. I said, pay his fucking money back. And he put me on the phone and left it. I was so upset. I said, no, I can't deal with that one. You know, but no, not really. It wasn't that kind of game. It was like, I had more violence on the door than I did ever did doing any of the debts. And that was...
That's weak. That's night in, night out, isn't it?
I mean, people say to me now, Dom, when you go back doing the door? Because I've got my licence and stuff, because also, you know, I've got no work at the moment. You know, and I might do a GoFundMe account. Do you know what I mean?
Here we go. Dom's at it again. Book, drink, GoFundMe.
I might get 15 people.
Subtle Dom.
I'm going to get some new teeth. Yeah. I mean, that's why I all jokes out. I went to the dentist, come back from Saturday. I'd love to get my teeth done. And he said, I've got a bare knuckle fight. He said, whatever you do, don't bother mucking about your teeth till you finish fighting. He said, because you know these ones that had to chill them up, don't they? And put these. He said, when you get it with them teeth, he said, you'll get it here, snap your jaw. But he even said, he's a funny dentist actually. He goes, but he said, you can see you've had trauma. It's all this trauma bollocks. Trauma. He said, why? I said, because all your teeth are out of line around the bottom. So we've been, I said, because he didn't know. He said, we were playing rugby, you're boxers, box. He goes, you can see. He said, I'm telling you a bit of advice is don't, you know what I mean, don't have it done till you finish boxing because you just ruin your jaw. So
have you ever had your jaw broke?
No, but hopefully I won't. You know what I mean? Touch wood. It's been hurt a couple of times. Yeah. I might go to the organ, well, that's a bit sore.
I thought he was going to say, well, I broke a few.
No, I didn't want to say a bit muggy, yeah.
I was lining you up there.
No, thanks, I didn't say that one. No, but I didn't, you know, I'm trying to put down the low, listen. Sorry.
Get it in the centre shot. Fuck it. Seeing as you keep...
Try it.
That's what we'll do. I'm in now.
Tell me what like.
Good health.
Buzz.
So this is Hype Energy Extra. This was not part of the plan, by the way, but we're going to roll with it.
That's the bollocks, that is.
I've never tasted anything so fucking beautiful in my life, Dom.
Mine's...
Wow!
Hi! Woo!
Yeah. That is actually quite nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's lovely. It fucking works. Keep me going now for the next 7 hours. But no, but it's just like the debts and stuff. And
With the debt collecting, so two things that I'm interested in. Who was you predominantly collecting the debts for? And also, what percentage of the debt would you get?
just different people. I was quite a mercenary. Could be anybody. You know, we used to have one fella, used to have a car site. Just go and see he ain't paid his money, he can go and pick the car. And loads of people, they'd be like, I used to work for people that just had proper legitimate debts. They'd put me on wages, put me on a couple of £100 a day. I think a lot of it was just trying to get a reputation, I think.
Did you enjoy the violence?
I just had to be quite good at it, that was all. And I ain't very good, that's not a nice thing to say. Now, I kind of sit back and cringe and think, did I actually do that? Anyway, so you try and live a fruitful life and a better life. So how are you going to live a life if you're involved in that kind? You ain't, are you? Because you're a product of your environment. Mm-hmm. So you have to take yourself out of that environment. So what I've tried to do, tried to put myself around decent people, good people. And it's hard because, you know, everybody's living their lives and you're sitting there with a fucking bowl that's empty. And now my bowl's empty, you know. I was working at the hostel, earning good money every week. And I had to come away, my friend offered me a job there. He said, look, you would have been out to work there years ago just because you're actually, you know what I mean? Never. So I went over at this hostel over in Ridley Road. You know, if you watch Top Boy, you know, the market scenes where the Shane's sitting by the van. But that's when you turn around, you'll see my office was there.
Rough area.
Yeah, very, very rough, if you don't know it. But within I was supposed to be there a couple of months. One of our managers in there had a bit of grief with someone and someone's, you know, whatever. So I've gone in and just kept an eye on the place. Everyone's going to me, oh, we know you're the boss's mate. And I said, straight away, he's my best mate. So I'm telling you. So if there's any, you know, because I was trying to look at what's going on there. In the end, I ended up being there for nearly 4 years. Instead of 3 months, I was going to be 3, I was going 4 years, become the assistant manager. Great kind of setup. You know, we had another manager, I was the assistant manager, I had another manager there. You know what I mean? We clashed a little bit. You know what I mean? And that was kind of, I just didn't think I had a lot of backup there. Not physically, I could deal with the physical side, not, but as you see, it's the mental side of things. Now you're getting things every week. There's something going on, getting stabbed or pulling knives out, this and that. So my manager's he's kind of buffered from it because you have to come through me first. So every other day you're getting the flack of it. And I think the last thing for me was a geezer come down the stairs. He's not so much with me, but I see the maintenance guy. I said, what's the matter, mate? Because he's standing, because I've got a thing, he's taking a step back. He goes, oh, he's got a knife in his trousers. I said, what? He goes, you've got a big carving knife. I said, well, chin him then. He went, what? I said, show me. He said, I've just grabbed that. Done the stuff, I locked it, you know, a couple of teeth missing, things like that. But anyway, I said, take the knife off him, and then the police come take it away for intent and all that. But I said, he come to the point, he just had enough. There was no, now if that happened to someone else, the manager, and he would have made a big thing, oh my God, everyone would have, I took the knife off the keeper. No, because it's me. That's what Dom does.
Just expected of you now. And
do you know what upset me so much? I said, this ain't the place for me. You know, we had a maintenance guy there that was related to the manager. You know what I mean? He needs a couple of days off. He needs, you know, anything happened to him, he days off. No, mate, didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And that wasn't my mate's fault because he was, you know, he owns the company, he doesn't see all that side of it.
Did you feel like you were being used?
Yeah. But not by my friend. Oh my God, because there's other things going on. But then he didn't care about us. So what happened when I left, put someone else in, didn't they? I was there, police come, got to know, and it man says, my phone's actually got probably about 5, 6 policemen's phone numbers in it. Oh my God, 20 years ago you laughed at that, wouldn't you? And you realise what an unforgiving job they've got as being a policeman. It's an hard job they've got. the aggression they have to see from people they're trying to help. It's terrible. You know, I mean, there's me, say 20 years ago, as soon as I wouldn't even look at a policeman. And all of a sudden they're going, oh, yeah. But it kind of, I don't know, it kind of made you open your eyes a little bit that I don't know, there's one rule for them, one rule for others, ain't there? There's lots of things going on. But I just think, like, we do need the police, because without the police there'd be anarchy.
If I was a police officer and I'm looking at you and you look slightly suspicious, now what people have to accept that we are all judged.
Yeah.
You're judging me, I'm judging you, the people watching are judging us. That's life. And who gives a shit? As long as you're a good person, they can judge all they like. But people like to use judgment as victimisation, and then it sort of gives them a card to pull out and say, well, you can't do this to me, you can't do that to me. That's discrimination. No, bollocks. If I see somebody suspicious, if they're walking around in broad daylight in the middle of July with their hood up, and I'm a police officer, can you stop? Can you tell me what you're doing here? Something doesn't add up. Do you mind taking a search?
It's the attitude, isn't it? It's like, I feel that people want to antagonise the police to say, search me, and then when they say, I've done nothing wrong, why do you want to search me? Because you're giving off that vibe that you are up to no. Everyone wants to be a naughty boy, you know, a naughty girl.
That's what they call creating a storm and then moaning when it rains. They're the people that are really, they're a massive part of the problem, that think that they're the centre of the universe. It's like, this isn't just a rule for you, dickhead. This is across the board. Everybody has to do the same thing to make it easier. So, yeah, I share the same frustration as you.
Yeah, but I've been stopped and searched because I was such a good-looking guy. They said, how can you be so good looking? I said, oh, yeah.
Do you mind if I stop, search and get an autograph?
Yeah, well, I've had that a couple of times.
And a selfie.
No, I say Specsavers just down the road. You know, you've got to be really careful when he's good looking as me, you know what I mean? Especially have this kind of sense of humour. It's dangerous, fucking dangerous.
You say that, Geezer, you say that in jest. But I want to talk about this now, the Danny Dyer Deadliest Men. Because one of the first things I thought was, as a straight man, I thought, he's a fucking good-looking fella. Like, good movie star looking presence, chiseled jaw.
Yeah, but I've been like an old gangster there, wouldn't I? Because I still think I've got the looks to be a film
you
star.
have, yeah.
Do you know anybody that wants? Do you know? Get me in a film. Come and help me. Speak to Liam. Liam's going to be my agent.
Who wants Dom as the leading role in the next British gangster movie? Terry Stone. Terry Stone's coming here.
Love Terry. I've been on his criminal podcast thing.
Oh, perfect.
I've done it. I know Terry. I have to know Terry.
Yeah, I've been on it as well, and he's coming here on mine. Yeah, we'll get it sorted out.
Yeah, come on, Tel. Get me one of your films.
Tel.
Yeah, come on, mate. Help me, mate. I need help. I need help.
Out.
I need help.
Help the brother out.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
So Danny Dyer's Deadliest Men. Yeah. So I've obviously watched that. Yeah. I loved it. I thought you come across you come across a deadly gentleman. Normally them two don't go hand in hand, but he was really watchable, Moorish, and so let me just go through a few bits and pieces that I found interesting. I found it really interesting. At the time, you were 38, if I remember rightly.
This fucking years ago.
Yeah, you're in the ring. You're throwing big shots. By this stage, you're a well-established man. You're Dominic Negus. You've done the doors, you've done the debt collecting, you've done the unlicensed fighting, the street fighting, you was a pro boxer by this stage, or you just lost your license. And then you've got someone like Danny Dyer, who's a lot younger, 6 stone ringing wet, turning up. And the opening scene which I saw, and I thought, fucking hell. He's walked in the gym, and in the space of a few seconds, he's called you son twice. So what are we going to do today then, son? Now I know old school principles. If you'd have gone up to a chap in a boozer,
probably got a back
in the day, and someone comes up and calls you son or boy or some muggy term like that, they'd get a clout. And I just thought, fucking, I wonder how Dom took that.
Just went over my head. You know, we got him back later. I didn't remember him at the house. And he said, and that's what I did.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought they would take the piss out of us a little when I said that to me. It's like, you're doing a debt. So don't mind when we...
Like role play, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was a bit of a piss take. And I didn't like it because it kind of lost the whole kind of seriousness of the whole kind of, you know... I was hoping it was going to give me a chance, like now, to... Yeah, I'm going to put things right, but I can tell my side of the story. Like now, I can tell, like, you know, we're telling now, it's like a therapy session. You know, I'm not happy about it. When I wasn't happy, it's just that we kind of you got lost in that world. Like for about 10 years, I was completely lost. I'm still lost now. But as you get lost and you become you become you get lost from your true self. You know, you go to work, you're doing it, and I'd wake up some mornings, they'd be like, oh, you've got to go up, 11. It was all quite official. Go and see him today, okay, you've got to go and do that. Go and see him, okay, go and do that, okay, yeah, good, all good. And then all of a sudden you go, I don't really want to do it today. All of a sudden you go, okay, actor, because you're an actor. That's all it is. Life's like a big film, isn't it? Sometimes you go to work, you don't go to work. I used to go to that hostel. I was crying my eyes out nearly the last 6 months, driving in the car, going to work. I've got nothing now. I've got no income at the moment. At the moment I still do security. I do a bit of security work, but now I've got no massive income. I've got enough to just about pay my rent. But I feel 10 times better than I did. I was coming home. My mate was going to speak to my mate. He goes, Dom, you come here so moody, mate. You're growling up. You're going back here you were like 10 years ago. And I said, but I'm dealing with arseholes every day. Don't get me wrong, there's some really nice guys in there and women that were trying to bet themselves. And we had a fella there called Tony. We had the other hostel was being done up and he got moved from one side to the other. And I found out when I left, I got a phone call. Then the manager did ring me, said Tony's moved across the road, and we really, they're to us like our kind of success stories, when they do what they're told, they tick the box. And I say to anybody that come in there, especially ones that come out of prison, just do what they tell you for the next 3-4 months. Then you'll be out of here. If you're going to go against them, it just takes ages, and then you become lost in the system. And it's hard, isn't it? It's my brother. My brother's not well, right? And he's just saying he's taken months now to get himself sorted out with the council, like council taxes. He can't go to work. He's fucked after 2 hours. He's like that now. He used to be 12 stone, he's about 7 stone now. I see him yesterday standing there, I thought, it's my brother. And you think, there's me worrying about what I've got to do. And then he's sitting there going, just waiting now. It's the waiting game, ain't it, for him? So...
Well, that's another thing that's going to be subconsciously making you very sad at the moment.
It is. Even though I've got to say, look, I love my brother. We're not as close as we should be. Probably my doing. I'm a fucking stubborn fucker, me. And it's like, I lost a good pal of mine last year, Mark Potter. Great heavyweight. Great. He boxed Danny Williams. Danny Williams' shoulder pops out. Mark's on the verge of winning the British title. And he's just about to stop the fight because his arm's gone like that. I was right shoulder. He's at this left uppercut and knocks Mark out. Unbelievable. It's always on the question of the sport. He goes, what happens next? And he said, Mark, he's going to stop the fight. Bang, just walks on the shot and Mark's knocked out. Then a few weeks ago, we had another friend of mine called Stuart Livermore, 45, 46, had a stroke and then a brain hemorrhage. Another one, just called him Maximus. He used to come out to look. No, he's gone. That's devastating news. These are my friends. These are people who grew up with. I grew up with Mark. We did an exhibition and we got, it's all that earning money. I said, people go, when you ever fight, who would fight? And I said, we ain't fighting unless we're getting paid 10, 15 grand each because someone's getting hurt and they don't go, we're best mates. But people say, well, is it cool if the money's there? Of course I want to fight my mate because that's what you do as fighters. Well, Stuart was the same. We were on the same level. There's me, Mark, Stuart. We were the three best heavyweights about for a good 10 years. You know what I mean? But we never fought each other. And the money wasn't there, but there's that respect thing, you see. But now, they're both gone. Now thinking, I've been this with like the bare knuckle thing. And I was thinking, that's what I feel so blown out now, like so exhausted. But now I just feel, perhaps Saturday was my time. But people, what do you mean? But that's how I felt. I was willing to take it that step. Because you don't know with that bare knuckle. I know we're getting back to bare knuckle now, but bare knuckle, you don't know what to expect. So I told you I wasn't expecting to come out of it unscathed. And it's a bit mad when people say, well, you got your daughter. I said, yeah, but what about me? Why can't people see me? I'm hurt. I don't know what I've done. People say to me, well, what can make you happy? I don't know. What can make things right? I don't know. It's not been right for years, about 6 years now. I've never been right, and I just don't feel right. I just, that's what I said to you earlier. I know we can pull it off the scale again, going back again.
That's all right.
But just wonder, what would it be to make me, and I'll go onto the Instagram thing, I'll read all these, stories. Hey, buddy, you made it today. We got you. Have you seen De Niro, Raging Bull?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit on Instagram, and now he's hitting the wall. Why? Black and white, he's hitting the prison wall, smashing it, and he's elbowing it. Motherfuckers. That's me every morning.
Every day's a battle.
Every morning, mate. Now you got me there.
I can get it off your chest, brother. Ain't no one judging anybody in this room.
I ain't happy. I've been happy for years. And people don't see it and people don't care, mate. And that's why it's hard for me, because I don't want no sympathy. I just feel comfortable. The first time in years, I feel so comfortable. And it's like, if it weren't for Bella, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here. I don't never give a fuck about anything. I say, why can't I go back to that person? I didn't give a fuck about nothing. Didn't care. Thought I was going to be dead by 30. Never, I'm fucking 53 now. Lucky am I, you know what I mean? So when I talk to people and I go, you were so reckless, because I never cared. I never thought, I can still remember my 40th birthday. I was so lucky. Ricky Hatton turns up, Crispy Bacon, Spencer Brown, all the fuck. You can imagine you've got people coming from Scotland, fucking Brighton, all these people turn up. And when they say on the pre-show, if they could cast their nets, the devil cast them. We had some powerful people there that night, all in Chinkford. I remember sitting in the bar, and Bella's mum made me this cake, happy birthday, it's a boxing glove, great it was. And I was just sitting there, we looked at her, my mate's going, that geezer crossing the road. Yeah, he goes, you've got 4 geezers, and goes, yeah, he goes, I've looked like Ricky Hatton. Because it is Ricky Hatton. He came over my birthday, I'll never forget it. And he was so good, Rick, you know what I mean? And he went and he spoke to everybody, done his bit. And he walks over and goes, right, we're going to have this fucking drink or what? So he went in the other side and he said, my mate come out in this big tray of Zambucas. And that was the end of that. You know what I mean? I can still remember,
the rest is history.
I had Ricky up in the air like that. And he's one of the nicest people you could ever meet. And there's Crispy Bacon. If you look, that's one tough mother. He beat me actually. You know, we don't talk about it, but no, he beat me in a fight. And he's one of the toughest men I've ever met. And do you know what? I haven't spoken to him for ages, but if I was ever in trouble, that kind of trouble, he would be the first person I would call. And if my daughter's got some numbers in her phone. We've got a fella called Kevin Mitchell. They called him the Outlaw. I boxed him 3 times. He beat me the first time. I beat him the second, and I knocked him out the 3rd time. He's from South London. And he come out of nowhere. I was in this bad spot about 6 years ago. And I'd had enough. Just pushed to the edge. I just had enough. And he also his phone and goes, Dom, I need to talk to you. So what's mate goes, I don't just want to talk to you. I went, oh my God, do you know what? He said, you saved my life. Because you do not realise what you've done by phoning up. And it's going, well, what do you mean? I said, you'll never get it, mate. And I've got another couple of my mate Joe Long and Paul Aldo, we call him. They're all to do with the UFC. And they kind of come out of nowhere just to see how I was. Just really weird it was. But Kevin, like we were arch enemies for years. Like he beat me we boxed for the Southern Area title, proper battle, and I beat him on points. Then I boxed him on the unlicensed, and that's my proper 16 odd stone. And yeah, feel sorry. But I did break your leg as well, didn't I? So, you know. So no, Kevin's got the best kid. He's got 2 lovely daughters, and he knows. He knows. We always say, thinks he never go. He goes, no, I fucking don't. No, I don't. He's good. But it's just not funny, the people that do come, that do care about you. It's really, you know. So like when Stuart went the other week, I was away training, and his mum and dad, they're great people. Val, I think her name is. I just call her everyone mum and dad, and that's what we did. And she just said, we're going to a doctor because you need looking after. You know, and I do get it because I just miss my mum, miss my dad. I know dad's been gone 20 years, but mum's been gone 13 years in February. Because they made him think, all right, didn't they? My mum would go, it's going to be all right. Do you know what? I just feel really fucked today. You've done me, but I just want someone to put their arm around me. Do you know what? Dom's going to be all right, mate. I don't get it.
I will do afterwards. When there's not a table between us, we can have the biggest fucking hug you've had in a long time.
Fuck me, I'm struggling, mate. I'm struggling every day. I didn't think I'd be like this, you know what I mean? I'm meant to be such an hard cunt, and I just, you know what it is, I've just had enough. I've had enough of everything. I'm struggling every day. I'm struggling you know, with this shit with John Fury, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But I think, well, I'll just keep my mouth shut. And it brings up all my paranoia. I'm not worried about everything, but I worry about my family. No one goes near my kid. No one, I've set the bill. Anybody touches you, it's out your hands. She goes, what do you mean? I said, whatever I do is what I'm going to do. There's nothing you can do about it. But I've just like the last few weeks, I've never felt like this.
Black dogs crept in.
Oh my God, fucking black dog got the fucking gang on me. I mean, you know what I mean? But I never thought it was going to be like, just, you know, because of the fucking cameras on, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I just didn't think I'd be like this today. I just tired of everything. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I said before, look at me, I'm lucky. My mate think I've got to drive around in a Porsche. It ain't my car. First thing I say, but it ain't my car. I'm lucky with my friends. Listen, I paid my dues. My friends will tell you I paid my fucking dues. You know what I mean? Don't need me the car because, you know, I've helped everybody. You know, I'm happy. I live in my little place. Please just leave me alone. I feel like it's my own fault. Should have kept my mouth shut. But I feel like I'm getting poked every day. By nothing. People go, why? You know what I mean? It's being poked. And I feel like people don't understand me. It's like the people you think would understand you, the people that are supposed to be close to you, they don't get me because they're not interested. Because they've got other shit going on. They've got their own, you know, I know everyone's got their own stuff going on. But when they're people are selfish and you tell them, go, look, I've got a bit of shit going on, bear with me. I don't like the way you're talking to me. I don't give a fuck, then fuck off then. You know? And that's how it is. Because then when I'm on my own, I can look after myself, can't I? But when I've got you trying to look after everybody else, it's hard, ain't it? You know what I mean? Because I can't look after everybody else now. Because I need to look after me. If I don't look after me, how am I going to look after anybody else?
It's got to be you first.
I've got a bad hip. You know, I'm supposed to have a hip replacement. It don't matter about the boxing because it don't really affect that. But my mate saying, he said, Dom, if you don't get it fixed, you ain't going to be any good to anybody. So, I mean, it's so funny. So someone said, but you're having a bare knuckle fight. I said, I ain't kicking a cunt, am I? You know what I mean? I'm going to punch him. And it's like, I don't get people that say, they come with the maddest things, though. They come with the maddest stuff. You know, with the fight. So, you know, I'm not worried about being top of the bill. I mean, I was opening this fight. It's from I was opening, creeping. I was going to get in there, coming and under. I'm fighting. No one knows. In the week, everyone fucking, it's in the papers. People ringing me up, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, it's from, they put me on the one before the main event. I think, oh, Jesus Christ, I just want it on the low. And then obviously what happened the night before, or the day before, or the day of the weigh-in, or the day of the fight, he pulls out. My mate always says, my mate Warren, who trained me, he never wanted to train me for the fight, but this is scary. He goes, I'm telling you, this fight won't happen. I said, what mate? He goes, oh, he's a proper God-fearing man. He sends me texts every day, like, you know, hand it over, come God's on your side. I pray, I don't know about you, I don't know if you believe in all that, but I'm praying there is, because I'll be honest with you, I was praying that fucking role on Sunday. Please God, get me through to Sunday, And also I wake up Sunday and I'm thinking, that's scary shit. I prayed, been praying every day, get me through to Sunday, and so coming away in, when I spoke to Warren the day of the fight, I said the fight's been pulled. So to come away and I'm going, oh, you know, got weighing tomorrow, mate. Yeah, so I thought you said, oh, you know. And then obviously he gets to goes, God works in mysterious ways, mate.
I don't think it was the right time for you to fight Saturday. Just gone.
Perhaps it ain't.
After talking to you now, I don't think it was the right time, and I think it was meant to be that it's postponed for a few months, and then you. I
mean, you would have seen a really kind of angry me on Saturday. Angry fighting ain't always the best way. I've fought angry and I've lost angry. And then all of a sudden, hold on, give me 3 more months now. And I spoke to the dietitian. He went, Tomo, and he said, Dom, you stick to this diet. I promise you stick to this diet. I mean, he's got the best physique. Oh, he's 50 years old. And he took his top off. We went to this spa. Me and my mate, Butcher's unit as well. He's a good fighter, Butch Goldlock. And another one that could have been so good, but just things get in the way. And I see we take our tops off, and he takes, and I go, you're taking the piss, ain't you? Put your fucking top back on. It has us, me and him looking like a pair of Teletubbies, and he got him looking ripped to pieces. Guys just come off the fucking stage. And he goes, I don't even train anymore. He goes, but it's my diet. My diet is like this. He goes, and I'm so me and Butcher's getting married in June. I'm best man. So there we go. And there might be a stag do there for you if you're allowed out. But I don't know where we're going. Yeah, I don't even drink anymore, so it's going to be pretty fucking boring.
I've not drunk for about 6 months. 5
years Christmas Day. Not had a drink, yeah. Every day. I mean, this week was the first time I was around with my daughter. I said I could do with a vodka today, but I wouldn't.
Didn't buckle.
No. I thought about it. Do you know why? Because I made my daughter a promise. Easiest promise I've ever made in my life. I mean, I was a terrible drinker. I'd go down the supermarket on the way home on a Friday from the hostel, bottle of Jack Daniels. Bang, done in an hour. Numbs me head. Go training Saturday. Just love going Sainsbury's on the Saturday. All the yummy mummies or things like that, you know. I'll talk to Bella, used to go, Jesus. Me and Bella, we go shopping. We used to love it when she go shopping, me and her. 200 quid worth of shit. You know what I mean? Just shit. You know what I mean? So you want a pen, get them, babe. Get them. What are we having for dinner? Don't know. What was it? Choc ice and chips. Don't tell your mother. Do you remember there was an advert years ago? But it'd be whatever you want. Then it'd be, as you go past, it'd be a bottle of vodka, a bottle of scotch. Then I'll get something else, 3 bottles. You see, Bella never seen me drink. I never used to, didn't like drinking in front of Bella. But when she's going to, she had her own room, she's got her own room now. But she'd be quite happy, and she'd have her dinner, and she'd go, I'll call it the 4-second rule. So I go to the freezer, because she's had the vodka in the freezer. I go, 1, 2, 3, 4.
3.5.
Yeah, and it's horrible. Oh, it used to really hurt me. Like, you have vodka like that. Then what I used to do then, Bella, because Bella used to be, I don't know, if Bella wasn't staying with me on a Sunday, I'd have a drink, but I'd always drink, make sure I wouldn't drink after lunchtime or like afternoon, because I'd got to go to work. Never worked fuck with my work. One thing I was very professional with work, to go to the hospital or whatever. So work out what time you start drinking then. If I wasn't drinking after lunchtime, I'd go out at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd train, come back, bottle of scotch, bang. I mean, I said, the worst time I've ever had, we were first Christmas I was away with my daughter, like Bella, I was away from her. I went round the house, give her the presents, and all sitting there, all the family. I'm just sitting there waiting for them to go, do you want to stay for Christmas? Just waiting, and they went, no, so off I toddled. Went round with mates, actually done me dinner, and I was sleeping on the gym, slept on the gym floor for 18 months. So people saying to me at the hospital, you don't know what it's like to be homeless, don't I? You don't know what it's like to have a drink problem, don't I? The only reason I didn't have a drug problem because I couldn't afford it, you know what I mean? Because I had to sleep on the gym floor because I couldn't afford to pay all Bella's stuff and go and buy a flat, like rent a flat. I couldn't, that's why I never bought anything, you know, because even now I just rent. Anyway, so I remember, so I come back from my mate's house dinner, great dinner, it was fantastic. Do you want to stay? No, I'm going to go now. It's okay. Let's go past your license. Oh, off license home. Big bottle of Jack Daniels. So I'm sitting in, this is Christmas fucking night, mate. Everyone's out, you know. Can hear, you know, in the gym, you can hear people, you know, enjoying them, you know, because it's all, you know. So I'm laying there. I've got my video thing set up. I've got this bottle of Jack Daniels. Had the first after. We got this big metal RSJ runs through the whole gym. I'm looking at it, I'm going, what if I take my weight? Down the bottle to it. So, because I did this bottle in 2 weeks, put it down, gone bang. And I'm ready, I think I've had enough now. As I hit the fucking, I've got this DVD playing, Ray Donovan played. I went, Ray Donovan, my favourite. And Ray Donovan kind of saved my life. It's now they go, kind of saved, I've never seen it before. A friend of mine, she lent me her Apple Mac, and I've still got it to this day. You know, I mean, I say to her, I text her, I've still got the Apple Mac here. And she knows who it is, but it's, but yeah, that kind of saved my life, you know what I mean? It's melee. And I remember my mate phoned me the next day, my mate Sanj, and I put, he goes, what are you doing? I said, Jim, which one are you at the fucking gym? He goes, right, there's a plane ticket for you at the airport. I want you to fly out to Spain tomorrow. And that's when I started training the boys abroad then. And that kind of got me out of it. Honestly, I was so close to the edge there. I mean, I feel wonky now. I mean, I don't kill myself now, but I just don't feel right. I feel like it's just exhaustion from the week, you know what I mean? It's been an every couple of weeks, you know what I mean?
You ain't slept for a few days even. Yeah. Sleep deprivation fucks the mindset.
Yeah. I'll tell you, listen with Bella, she come round my house one Christmas, a Christmas ago, and then they weren't supposed to come round. I've got a Boxing Day, can't wait Boxing Day. So I'll do, mate, do me fry up, like Christmas fry up, egg bacon, mushrooms fry up, lovely fry up, bottle of scotch. Yeah, it's Christmas, my Christmas, on my own. No Christmas tree, no nothing, because I'm on my own, watching telly. So I'm half like on the side, about 4 o'clock. I live in a nice place, so you've got to come through a gate, you've got to buzz in to come in. You come big grounds, you've got to drive in and come right round. I'm tucked away in the corner. And next to the buzzer's gone. I went, it was better, but his dad opened up, we're here. Who's here? Me and Mum. Bought you Christmas dinner. Of course, I'm all fuck-faced, don't I? So I'm trying to hang it together, like, Bella's round her mum, like, hey. And anyway, he says, I left dinner. And they went, oh, we're going now. I said, okay. All right, thanks, but I'll pick you up tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait. Text Nick the next day, and I just said, thanks for dinner yesterday. It was really thoughtful of you. Thank you. Happy Christmas. Bella's with me now. Because you're a fucking disgrace. You were drunk. You were drunk as a lord yesterday. You were drunk as a sack. So straight away I go, well, I fucking never told you to come round. You weren't supposed to come round, were you? I don't drink in front of my daughter, you know what I mean? Don't know, of course we straight at, that's how we always were. So I said to Bella, I said, Bella, was I yesterday? She goes, no, you're all right, Dad. You were talking a bit funny, but you do that anyway. And I went, I'm not drinking anymore. She goes, what do you mean? And I said, I'm not going to drink anymore. You ain't got to do that. I said, I have. And then from that day, I never touched a drop. And it's the easiest thing I've ever. Now, if I was to drink now, there's a major fucking problem.
Yeah.
If you caught me drink, you'll go, hold on, what's going on? Something's happened. Because people don't realise what we go through, do they? We don't realise what they were going through either. And that's how it is. My life's pretty fucked because that's how I hold things. They should go to church, hand it over. I don't want to hand it over. I want the pain. I can deal with the pain. Pain's good. I like pain. You know what I mean? Because I don't deserve anything better. Because even like Bella's nan goes, Dom, why? She said, you need to, it's not your fault. I said, but I could have done things differently, couldn't I? You know what I mean? Perhaps this is what I deserve. That's what I said about the fight. I was preparing, perhaps it's the pain I deserve because I can handle the pain. Physical pain's not a problem, I can have that. It's just the mental shit that comes with it, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Have you been this, and I'll tell you why I ask. The question is, have you always been this hard on yourself? Because when you were in the ring and you just won a bout, a significant bout, you're victorious, you didn't seem to really celebrate.
So you've got that. You're the only person, because it's just bollocks, isn't it? I know.
But you didn't run to the corner and cheer.
I need to do it because I know how good I am. I know how good I could have been. Or no, I don't know how good I could have been, but I know how good I was. And I know also some of these people that get in that ring, they shouldn't even be in there, mate. They look at me, they think I'm an old fella there, 53. You know what I mean? I was a fucking world-class operator, and I mean that. And I just squandered it, and it's like, I'm lucky, I can still earn a few quid doing what I'm doing. But it's like, these boys, they train maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. Even when I'm off, and I'll be training 5 days a week, I'm just eating pads, because I've got to eat something. I've got to eat things.
So was you aware that you weren't celebrating them victories?
Yeah, because I look at them and I go, all's all right, I'm getting out.
You're conscious of
I'm out, boom, gone. Next one. That's right, like, this bare knuckle fight's on the 4th of May. We got off in January. I ain't having January, my mate's on the bill. Kevin Cream, he's a good fighter, Kevin. He's got hopefully a British title fight, heavyweight or cruiserweight. I'm not going to be on the bill because I don't want to take away his limelight. Because he deserves it. Me, I don't. All this limelight. Do you think so before I wanted to have this fight for me. Now all of a sudden the limelight's got out of control a little bit, which is great. This is going to sell tickets, pay the bills. This ain't, I just wish I could feel happy again. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. Maybe there might be some switch one day go like that. And I go, oh.
I think the more you talk about it like you are now, I think the answer will come.
It's nice to talk about things, especially when I can be open. Bella's mum said, you're a good person that's done bad things. And I'll get there and I'll hold my hands up. So I've got no problem with that. You know what I mean? Again, what I said to you earlier, if I've come round your house for whatever reasons, you've obviously done something wrong. You ain't paid this one and you ain't done something. Not because I've just turned up because I felt like it. It's never like that. You know what I mean? Again, and I paid my dues. I had a fractured skull and 70 odd stitches. Leave me alone there. Come on. You know what I mean? And my head's fucked. You see how it is now. And you can't match, I don't care what you mean, what I mean? You ain't going to match my demons every day. You know what I mean? It's just, I sit there, when people go, you've got to enjoy life. You've got to really enjoy, and I get that. But it's like, as soon as I can't enjoy, all of a sudden it's just, here we go, vroom, here we go again. Vroom, here we go again.
You said about stitches in your head, fractured skull and stitches. And you also said in the same sentence that you're a good man that's done bad things. The incident that took place was when you was attacked in the changing rooms. Was that, and if we can relive that, just anyone that doesn't know, they understand the life that you've lived and what you've had to tolerate. Was that the moment where?
No, that changed my life. No.
Well, I was going to say, was that the moment where you stopped doing bad things? Tell me what happened from the start.
I was in the changing room, 6 o'clock. I think it was a Tuesday.
After you've been training?
No, I went to train, so I was just standing with trousers on. Also, 3 geezers come in, shouting and screaming. I thought it was my mates making a bout. I went, big geezer, little geezer my size, and this little geezer went crack, crack, crack. And also the geezer pulled the gun at me like that. I'm going, what are you going to do with that, you cunt? And with that, I've gone over. I thought I slipped over because, then as I'm on the floor, I thought, I was a bit wet here. Then as I looked up, he's trying to hit me in the head with his hat or left hook, because I remember it was a left hook. And he went like that, and I went like that. You got stuck. Yeah, kind of got stuck here. Then I'm thinking, you're supposed to be hard. What are you doing? Get up, you fucking idiot. Now I've got the up. Now I jumped up and then geezer cracked me with a bat. I took the bat off of him. It's, they all had a go. They were having a little stab up, and the geezer was trying to get out. We're trying to come. He's opened the door. Geezer pointing the gun at me. Felt a bit sorry when he's held the door locked. They were trying to get out. They couldn't get out. He held the door. So they had to come back at me, didn't they? So they come back and had another go.
The geezer that hit you in the head with the axe, I mean, how many goes did he have at your skull?
A couple, because he done me in the back of the head first. So I've gone over. I didn't realise, because I've gone over, what the fuck? I thought I'd slipped, because I don't know. All of a sudden I was like this. And all of a sudden I thought it was rain. I thought the shower was on, because I didn't realise, because there's the buds pissing out of my head coming in my face. And because it was like rain. I go, what the fuck? Because I can't see. It's like, I remember walking into the other gym after they've gone. Then he's going, there's blood just everywhere. Imagine I'm walking, there's some big holes there, got some holes in my arse and whatever, got stabbed, I've got about 8 or 9 kind of holes in me. And it was, listen, it's always say, don't know what it's about, but you can't have that kind of life. And listen, I always say, and I really mean this, I did deserve it. Not for what I think it was about, because it's all, well, they call it urban legend now. But you can't do what I was doing. I was pushing my weight around, didn't give a fuck. Nowadays, as as you get older, you ain't got to clip someone's son, or, you could have come from a million different places.
There's a lot of people out there that have never ever had a gun pulled out and put in their face. So when that gun was pulled out and put in your face, how did you feel?
Got knocked the cunt out, didn't I? That's how I felt. I was straight, I went, what are you going to do that, you cunt? I went like that. And next time I got over, I went, what? I must have slipped, because I'm just standing, just had a pair of tracksuit bottoms on. And then I don't realise he's got the axe, and he's got a little chopper, well, a big one, it's like one little, well, fucking did the job, all right, drew my haircut. Cost me a fortune to get my hair done now. But, yeah, and then all of a sudden, what took it away from me with the gun was then he tried to come, because he goes, Dom, I thought, something was always going on. He goes, Dom, I thought you were shouting on the phone, because you're always shouting, you can't waste my money. And next thing he just said, he goes, I looked in, and the geezer pointed the gun at him, so he shut the door, held it shut, because he thought it was. I said, well, and Lenny just proved he didn't know how to shoot. He did it. I said, well, I said, I'll let you run fucking 20 metres. I'll still be able to shoot you. My shots are white, like that. But, he didn't see the funny side of the pole, Lenny. He nearly had a heart attack over it. But I remember coming out, and there's blood everywhere on the terrible it was. It was squirting out everywhere. This was the maddest one here. Because you ever seen a bit of tuna, when they cut the tuna, the red tuna, and it goes like that, and you can see all, that's how it look. I'm going, he's going, what are you doing? He goes, you're fucking hell. Well, look at that then. He goes, you're fucking mad. But that one, when they're like that,
that's a big old scar there, isn't it?
Mate, you could, your bones, they're dead white. They're white as that. Because it was there, it was open so much, because it ripped. It was open so much, you could put your finger. The woman, I went to, she'd give me an x-ray. She's going to x-ray you. And you put it in, she goes, before this is going to work, she could put her finger that's open right in the hole there. She's going, got a bit of metal in there, because we can't x-ray it. Unless her finger was like in there like that, it was. clean, getting the metal out.
So a bit of the axe was left inside your
Well,
hand?
there was a bit of metal, so she goes, we can't X-ray it unless we get rid of it. I said, okay. But my mate B was there, Johnny Farstands and Bella's mum. I remember sitting there, and they stitched this up first, and that fucking, that was terrible, just put it together like that, like you go like that, you can see it, see. You know, it's ruined me darts. Can't play pool now. I'm shit at tennis. I can't even play the piano. But I remember, you know, my mate's going, man. I said, listen, leave it. It's nothing to do with you. It wasn't, I said, nothing to do with own. And I was sitting there and they stitching me up. And I remember I was hanging on to this chair. And then Bella's mum was she couldn't hold me because I was just, because there's this stitching. That end of that needle, when it's going through your skin, feels about that big. And this tiny little thing, and they go like that, like them. And they're stitching me up. And the woman's going, you're really lucky, aren't you? I said, yeah, I fucking feel lucky, don't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We sat there, there must have met 20 odd people turn up within an hour to see what was going on. SO19s turned up, all the armed police turned up, and they're going, fucking hell. And it was mad, it was because we had the National Crime Squad turned up. And they said, we're gonna come back tomorrow. Like, I was laying in this bed all night, shitting myself, because I'm thinking, they're gonna come back, they're gonna come back, they're gonna come back, because I'm thinking, I would. You ain't done the job properly, have you? And I sat there, and there was a drawer. I pulled this drawer out, sat in bed with this drawer all night. I think they come now, I'm going to just use this drawer, smack right, use this thing. But no, and I remember coming out of the hospital, they waited till 2:30 in the afternoon. There, Bella's mum was there, and the couple of this national, we're going to take you for an MRI scan. Wasn't, they were just waiting for this policeman to turn up, because this couple come in. He said, look, we know what it's about. You know what it's about. I said, no, I don't know. Fuck all, mate. I said, it was a burglary. They burgled the place. We caught them. Caught them on the up. You know what these crackheads are like. That's what I said. And the cop was going, he said, we know what it's about. I said, do you? I said, well, I don't. My woman sitting there, she was petrified. That's what breaks my heart. That woman was petrified. Now, it always breaks my heart to think I did that to that girl. You know, and she didn't need it. She didn't need it. And but no, listen, just, you know, again, not thinking, you can't have the life I did not deserved it.
You see the firm that instructed that or actually tried to murder you?
Well, probably just trying to teach me a lesson, I suppose. But
well, they was definitely trying to teach you something. But do you think
it weren't English or maths, was it?
Nah. Do you think they didn't come back for seconds because you didn't say who they were?
I was just thinking because I'm hoping
a bit of respect there, maybe.
Hopefully. Listen, I'm hoping they did what they wanted to do. You know, you can't do what I was doing. You know, I know it's a different kind of thing, but look at the three boys in the Range Rover. They all got big for their boots, all right? I know it was a one-man band. All right, I wasn't nicking people's drugs and shit like that, but it wasn't a lot I wasn't doing, you know, and it wasn't, you know, and I really didn't listen to anybody. I was my own worst enemy, you know, and that's it. So you can't expect other than, you know, I needed to be taught a lesson, I suppose, and I was always going to learn the hard way. And I've definitely learnt the hard way.
Did that have any detrimental effects to your mental health afterwards, PTSD?
Yeah, massively. I'll be honest with you, I'm paranoid as fuck now. You know, I'm very paranoid. You know, I mean, if my best mate goes, oh, can you come and see me? I'll be, you know, what's that about? Why do you want to see me? What have I done?
Oh, really?
I've got some really good friends of mine I don't see very often. It'd be like, don't come and see me. And I'm, why? What have I done? You hear me, what have I done wrong now? And they go, no, you ain't done nothing wrong, Dom. Just come and see us. And he'd be like, my mate rang me yesterday. He goes, oh, can I come? I want you to come and see me for the fight. And he bought some tickets and he goes, oh, can I come and see you this week? He goes, yeah, come see me. And because these are proper, I call them proper people. They've got your back. And sometimes it's nice to know that they've got your back, even though I haven't done anything wrong. And he goes, Dom, you ain't done nothing wrong, mate, so don't worry about it. I do worry about things still now, and it's, you know, if you're going to catch me, I've had it done once, and caught off guard. I'll go out my way to never have that done again, because it fucking hurt, you know what I mean, well, the next day it hurt, you know. I remember my poor old mum was going, what happened to you? I said, best one, I fell off my bike. She said, what? Do you mean you fell off your bike? And someone else told her, she went, man, you never told me. I said, it's got nothing to do with you, mum. Come on, fuck's sake, you want to tell your mum what's going on. But, you know, I see what effect it had on Bella's mum. And
that's the one thing that when I got stabbed, it was all a big joke. Fighting every weekend, live by the sword, die by the sword. So what you're saying, I get it totally. It's just a numbers game. It's going to happen if you continue living that life. And I didn't really care so much that it happened to me. The realization of what just happened was when I had to watch my mum look at me laying there fucking stitched up from multiple stab wounds.
I just see Bella's mum. That's an hard girl. She's an hard woman. She would be fucking hard to be around me, I suppose. But it's the first time I've ever seen her scared. And it broke my heart because she didn't deserve it. And she went through mentally what I did. And I wouldn't want that on anybody. Bella's mum, she was pregnant in with Bella. And I always remember saying to someone, you know, I had this court case going on, and we ain't going to talk about it, but I'll just tell you, I remember sitting there one day and she's going to me, I've got to tell you something. I said, I've got to tell you something. So you go first, you go first, you go first. And I was looking at a big chunk of bird, and I again this years ago, she went, all right, you go first. I said, I've got the ID parade Thursday. She went, really? And I'm pregnant. And I went, but do you know what? And I go, but I just knew it was going to be, not I've got off this case, but I just knew it was going to be all right. That's probably the first time in my life I got it back handing it over. Yeah, and just shit over, like I was praying every day. And not that, if I was wrong, then whatever it was about, and then I'll pay the price for it. But then I've had to pay the price for it different ways, even though it's nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, when people say to you, do you think them three fellas, that happened, did that change your life? I said, no. The fact that she told me she was pregnant, I knew I couldn't carry on living that life because I wasn't going to be here long enough, was I? I wasn't going to be here. You know, look at Bella now, she's 19. Best thing ever happened to me. Best thing, you talk about winning fights, winning titles. I won titles, I boxed for England, got an England vest, got a London vest. Won 8 amateur titles, won pro titles, won a like WBU Intercontinental World title thing. You know, I've done it. But the best thing ever I've ever seen in my life was that baby popping out. The most amazing thing I've ever seen, and I was like, fuck, you know. And that's what annoys me a little bit, is like, I suppose I can say this, like, even though I'm not with her, I'm always in awe of Bella's mum. You know, so I don't really say her name very often because it's you know. But Bella's mum, I was there that day, that little thing popped out, and fuck me, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I was like, Jesus Christ. You know, and that's how it is, you know what I mean? And it's like, she saved my life. Without Bella's mum, I wouldn't be here, because without Bella's mum, Bella wouldn't be here, would it?
You still love her?
We're always going to be part of each other's lives, and as long as she's happy, then I'm happy, and she says the same to me, as long as you're happy, then she's happy, ain't she? But the most thing is, as long as Bella's happy.
Well, this will lead me to my last two questions.
How long? Another 10 hours? This has been great. I can see all day.
Well, after here, I'm gonna.
Don't know what you're doing, mate.
I'm gonna try and convince you to let me take you for some food, and you can carry on, say as much as you like for as long as you like, because I've dedicated today to you, and what we pledged on camera, that if there's a problem, you can't get hold of someone, you get hold of me.
I appreciate that.
I stand by that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But the two last things I want to ask you, seeing as we was talking about happiness then, when you finish the fight, your bare knuckle bout, and you win, do you think you'll celebrate that one?
I'm hoping, yeah. If I have to fight on May the 4th and I win, when I win, but I bet, yeah, I will probably, yeah.
So this is a big one for you?
This is very big. This is a lot of soul searching. Oh my God, a lot of soul searching's gone on this. I was away for 2 weeks, and Butch was with me for a week, and Joe come out with her daughter. She had a week with me. I said to Joe, you've got to be patient here, because you ain't going to understand this. And it's, you know, she doesn't understand. Who does understand? Because I fucking well don't. But I just know everything's not hunky-dory in La La Land with me. No one else. It's me. That's what I'm saying. This book, what about me? This is me. No, what about me? Until I get to the bottom of this, I'm never going to be happy. You know, just this few weeks, I feel very, very on my own. I mean, of course, there's people there for me. I get that. My mate Butch always ringing me, mate Kevin, and they see I'm struggling a little bit, and I think they are worried. Yeah, I'm not going to kill myself. You're all right. You ain't going to have another party just yet. You know what I mean? But it's just in a dark place, and I've not been like this for a long time. But I think the bare knuckle fight, brought up a lot of shit. You know what I mean? A lot of
buried stuff.
Very buried stuff from years and years ago. Stuff from even back 20 years ago. You know, people don't want to see you happy, I don't think. People have got their own agenda. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like me, I use open book. I think I'm quite an open book to a degree where I will talk about things, but obviously there's things I don't want to talk about. That's why we haven't really kind of spoke about anything precise, have we? It's been kind of a lot of things. It's not like I've not said like this happened or that happened. You know, so I can't pinpoint, so no one can say, you know, I can't get no one in trouble kind of thing. That's all I ever worry about now. You've gone to, you say the wrong thing, Wolf, you know, police be coming through your door, oh, you did this, you did that. I said to people, I've never done nothing to no one that didn't deserve it. That was, I said before, you don't get me come round your house for you won the fucking polls, or I'm going to take a liberty with you.
This bare knuckle boxing bout, May the 4th, you don't want to open a new chapter, you want to close an old one.
I want to close the whole fucking book, mate. I've had enough now. Can't do this no more. So I ever felt this way, I can't do this no more. Boxing's different. Boxing, I've got it under control. And I've got good people around me again. Mr. Mortlock, Alan, said before, he put food on my table when everyone didn't even look at me. You know, I was like, you know, what's a wretch, I've been lost, but now I'm found. Big believer in that. That's me. I'm quite lucky with a couple of my friends, man. I don't really remember my mate B, my mate Emery. Physically, I'm hard. Mentally, I'm weak. And I get that. You know, if you could, you know, they say about my biggest strength is my weakness. My strength is my weakness, because it's, when you get in my head, that's a dangerous place to be. And people, when they start getting in my head, that's you've got to be really careful there, because then there's no stopping me now. And I said before, with this bare knuckle thing, because something's got in my head, it's dangerous, and I can't stop now till it's done. Unless by some miracle, or you know, which was a miracle before, something happens before made it, you know, something just changed my life completely, then it's happening, because it's got to happen, because I need to put closure on things, you know. But people go, do you know how dangerous it is? You could get killed in there. I said, and then that's what it's meant to be, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like,
and it seems you've made your decision.
I've got to, but it's just something I've got to do now, because I ain't no arsehole. I've got a big pair of bollocks. They're not worried about me, you know. Perhaps something would happen with John Fury, you know, that might be able to pave the streets with gold. And John probably said, bollocks, he ain't fighting me because he knows, of course I want to fight because I'm going to go and money. I don't fight because of my fucking health. You know, if there's a big chunk of money for both of us, let's do it. You know what I mean? But I can't see it happening, because there's bigger fish for him to fight than me. I'm just Dominic Negus. He can fight Mike Tyson, he can fight Tyson, you know. But let's see, you never know. But
you say that he comes across as an everyday man?
Pardon?
Well, he portrays himself to be an everyday man, doesn't he?
No. He ain't like me, mate.
Oh, no, geezer. Oh, I ain't saying that. Don't get it twisted.
I didn't. Mind, you'll probably say, if he was sitting here, you'll probably say the same to him. But no,
I would see the good in everyone, and I'd try and...
Can I be honest with you? I'd love to be able to sit down and go, come on, John, what's up about, mate? But then if he's going to throw...
What I'm trying to do, Dom, is I'm trying to steer this along so you get the fight.
Yeah, well, listen, you know, if there's a fight to be made, and I know for a fact that if me and him would fight, it'd be a sellout, and we both earn money out of it.
Totally.
And I mean that.
I'd love to see it.
And he could go and fight anybody else, but probably sell it out as well. Because having him on the bill and, you know, say Tim Witherspoon, Tyson, and whatever, he's going to sell the place out anyway. But I'm just saying that to me, for me and him, you know, I'm not just saying my side he'll be up against his side, so there won't be no problem like ticket wise. You know, I'm a big ticket seller. You know, always have been. Never had a problem with crowds. We sell places out. But, you know, we just got to wait and see now, don't we? But be interesting, won't it? But anyway.
And the final question. And I know that one of the answers is going to be Bella. So I'm going to put you on the spot and just ask you to rattle off a few without veering off to any but, just List a few things and really think if you need to, because then we can fucking manifest on them. Give me a few things that make you happy.
Bella.
I knew that was coming.
Bella. Or I said Bella. And that's it, mate. I mean that. And it's fucking Saturday.
No, it's beautiful, but I know there's got to be something else. Come on, man. Work with me here. Music.
Yeah, of course, me. I love my music.
Conversations.
We've been great today. I love, if you're talking, I love, oh my God, I didn't think today was going to be like today. I've seen your stuff with Chaz. It probably would have been more jovial if Chaz was here. We would have just ripped each other to pieces. I mean, I love Chaz. You know, you love Chaz. I love Chaz. Oh my God, music. I love music. Richard Ashcroft. He saved my life. When I had all this shit going on, when I got out to Spain, there's a song out there called Science of Silence on the Human Effects album he done. Bought the album out 6 times. I've got it in my car now. And it just listen to the song, it's about the words. Like the Christians, Perfect Moment. I'm massive with lyrics. You know what I mean? There's a friend of mine, you know, I call her Mingina. She knows you, she'd get it. She's just someone out there, she gets it. She's, other than Nick, you know, Bella's mum, Nick, she's the only person that ever got the music. You know, and there's no one gets it. They think I'm mad. So listen to the lyrics. There's a song out there, what's it called? Then Jericho. What was it called? Sugar Box. That's always this lady's song. I said, you listen to the lyrics. And she'll understand. She goes, she gets it. You know, so with like Bella's mum, it was always, what's it called? Are you ready? Elton John.
Elton John.
Are you ready? You call my name and I'll be there. And I remember I was in trouble and it broke my heart because I thought I was going away. And I said, I'm really sorry. I said, because I'm not going to be there. Because I thought I'm fucked. And I'll call my name and I'll be there. Loving you forever. It didn't work out, did it? You know, I'm an old softie when it comes to things like that. Am I allowed to put my art on, you know, because there's other people involved now. But I need to be truthful to myself.
The man in the mirror.
Every day.
So does opening up make you feel happy?
Today is, but I know he's going to film the feel it later. Because now I feel vulnerable. You know what I mean? Not that, not that get in trouble feeling I said, you know what I mean? You'll check down and there's nothing there that's going to upset anybody. You know what I mean? But then I feel like, what about him? Because what about me? Why have I got to keep worrying about everybody else? You know, I worry about everybody else fucking things. No one gives a fuck what I think.
And why worry about being vulnerable? Embrace it.
Yeah,
I mean, you talk about being tough. There's nothing tougher than fucking showing your vulnerability, especially as a man. That, for me, there's not enough respect I can give somebody that's like, this is my vulnerable side. You get to know someone properly.
I did it. I remember once I was with Chaz and I was down at the gym and they fucking ripped me. They see me and they ripped me and I said, I remember that, you cunts. Because I was in a bit of a funny spot and I was talking about saying that, but they ripped me and I said, I remember that. It'll also tell you when I was taking, going up to the, he's got his story now. When we were turning up for his first bare knuckle fight, we're going to Bolton. I was in the toilet having a piss. As I was turning around, someone's kicked the door, hit me right in the fucking face. And of course, Susie's that little prick. And him and Billy were laughing there, but I'll come out and go, oh, fucking hell. And they're sitting there going, and there's this big fucking doormat right across my head, it kicked me. And it was so funny though. It was so funny. And I'm lucky to call, he's a game fuck. If you called him, he'd be there. Oh my God, he'd be there. And he's so good, he'd never leave you. You know, I'm lucky with so, and that's what I said to my daughter. She's got a list of numbers. God forbid anything happened to me. You can't get hold of me. There's about 5 numbers. They're on that list. And I said, if you can't get hold of anybody there, then you phone the police. You phone these numbers first. Because these people would die for her. She's lucky, she don't know. Because they as much as I saved their lives, they saved my lives. You know, they saved my life, you know what I mean? It's just being told where I'm going wrong sometimes. It's being told that I'm wrong. You know, I'm not an idiot, you know what I mean? I'm not, even though I come across as I wouldn't say I come across as an idiot, but I'm a stubborn fucker. Oh, you ain't gonna listen. I do listen. But sometimes I don't want to listen. Fed up listening. You know what always does me now, where I'm this kind of trying to understand myself more, Where before I didn't care, it didn't matter, did it? And I was like 100 miles an hour. Just don't care. Gonna do what I want. Gonna do what I want. Gonna do what I want. This little thing pops out. This little bundle of joy. Can't do what I want anymore. Got to do what's right for her. Got to do. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Wasn't really the real me there. You don't really. Well, you know, when I meet you, go, who's this fella? Because you weren't like that before. I said, because I was so lost. Now what I'm lost now trying to find the real me. I'm 53. So to some of the day, it's like, at 53, was it you're saying earlier, at 53, should we have our shit together? But then I look at people that got money and they're going, they've got other issues going on. I said, well, hold on, you ain't got your shit together, have you? Because you've got other things going on. What is having your shit together? I don't know. Do we get to our age? We've all got problems, haven't we? We all got issues we need to address. Even at 53, what is having your shit together? Because if that's the case, I'm going to be on my own side die because I definitely ain't got my shit together. You know what I mean? It's like, what? I don't know. It's just, fucking help me. Help me. Help me. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? This isn't how I thought life was going to be. I thought I was going to win a world title, marry the woman, have the kids, have the car. And I fucked it.
Well, here's some good news for you.
There's got to be a few quid in it.
If you...
Help me!
You're only halfway through. If you play the game right and you look after yourself physically...
One thing I've done, and I can tell you this, I've played the game the best I could with the cards I've been dealt. And my cards were a pack of shit. You know, don't get me wrong, we all get the same kind of, well, we don't, do we? You know what I mean? We don't get the same things that other people. I know people that never worked a day in their lives. You know what I mean? And they're lucky. Good luck. I mean, if I could do that I would do the same. Fucking hell. You know, but I also think my daughter, she's going to be quite flexible. She loses her job, she get another job. You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain to her. She goes, I'm trying to make, not hard, I don't want to, do you know what scares me? I don't want my daughter going through anything I've had to go through. I know different lifestyles, different things, but somewhere along the line, she's going to get hurt. And I'm not looking for that. Not because, I'm going to beat the kids up, well, I don't know. It ain't about that. It's because she's all I've got, If you went to me now, right, you're going Friday, you're out of here. But your daughter's going to be happy for the rest of her life. Don't worry, my bag's already fucking packed. I'm out of here. I've lived, people, not people that don't know me, don't need to know me. But I'm telling you now, I've led 10 men's lives. When I die, no one's going to say, oh, it's fucking boring. It may be boring now, but I'm not boring. I'm just trying to be normal, and that's it.
Dom, I suspect that Bella will be a hell of a lot happier with you still around. So stick around.
Oh, thanks, fella.
Thanks for coming on.
No, thank you, mate. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
No.